Hello. Hello. Well, Dokkan battle video. Just saying. It's what? Day 5? Vegito Blue week? I am significantly less interested in Vegito Blue than I am in everything else going on right now. As I'm recording this, earlier today we did see Big Broly, and the Blue Goku, not the Blue Goku, what am I talking about? The Super Saiyans. And I'll say right now, every single one of them, fire. Absolutely insane. I've seen people already downplaying them, right? And I think that's just stupid, in my personal opinion, right? I think that's dumb. One of the funniest things about the Super Saiyans is if you have them partnered with the new Vegeta, they could potentially take the entire... Can you dodge? They could potentially take the entire field of orbs, change them all into physical, and give 2 turns of 161% of defense to your whole team. Like, that's so stupid. Like, and I've seen people say, oh, they're not that good, but like, this is like a slot 2, slot 3 unit that's giving 77% defensive support for 2 turns, is giving defensive support to your slot 3 character, has 45% damage reduction against super attacks. Where are these characters? Where are they dying? Who are they? Who is killing them? You could say, oh, Bulma turned 2 STR phase. Sure, I guess. But like, you know what you could do? Stand by, use a taunt mechanic with Gogeta, right? There's a bunch of stuff you can do. They're on Tech UI's teams. You could have Beast Gohan, Tech UI's domain. You can have all this stupid stuff. It's really, really funny how much they can do, and I like that so goddamn much. I'm actually gonna leave this like this. Specifically, I am following 2 different Vegito Blue Glazer pieces of advice, right? That is what I am doing. Now, again, we have some advice from Big Phone, or Pookie Wookie Phone. This should hurt a lot. In the AGL phase, I put Bulma in slot 1 and get like 1 orb or whatever. We didn't do that. We kind of needed it there, right? If I'm somewhat low on HP in the second phase, I'll put the blues in slot 1. If I'm at full HP in slot 2 is safe. They live the super and get you below the threshold. It's hugely dependent on rotation in teams though, so yeah. That's the phone advice, right? Seems pretty solid advice. Next turn, we're pretty much going to be able to test both of those theories. Just because we're going to have the double Goku and Vegeta. And then the second piece of advice that I'm using here is going to be basically some advice from Rhodey, because he was talking about... I don't know what Rhodey identifies as. I'll just go with they. They were talking about a bunch of rotations for the Goku and Frieza fight. Right? And essentially what they said, which I wanted to test out here, is they have specific rotations, right? One of their rotations is the blues with Gogeta, and the other rotation is the UIs together. So that is what we're going to be doing here, right? At least trying to attempt to set up. I don't know if we're going to be able to comfortably do that, but I'm going to attempt to set it up. We also just live got some more tips. Don't heal or collect same type orbs unless you know you'll need the HP to tank something or whatever. Sure. Right? If you're gonna do the week of Vegito Blue, we might as well do it properly. Listen to the people that glaze the hell out of the characters all day, every day, and get defensive if you show them dying at all or performing less than stellar. Right? We might as well. Right? We might as well. I mean, because obviously, they have used the characters way more than I have. Right? I think Phone, he showed me his, like, most used units list. This man has more usages of this specific Vegito Blue, because it's the only Goku and Vegeta that are like this, right? That's, like, a runnable character. He has more uses of this Vegito Blue than I have on STR LR Broly. So he's, like, in, like, the 10,000s of usages of Vegito Blue. Way more Vegito Blue usages than I have. Also, he did take a bunch of damage there, so that has pushed us into the range that we need. I'm gonna do this. We're not gonna be in that range to have our to have those rotations the way we wanted, just because of how things played out, right? With one Goku Vegeta in slot 1. Actually, technically, what I could have done is I could have floated the Rainbowed Friend on turn 1, got them onto this rotation, right? And they would be here instead of Beast. Left Beast on the other rotation, and then it would have been UI Beast, blah, 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 right? And then pretty much the same thing, just replace Beast with the Goku and Vegeta that are on the other side, and we would have had the rotations going. But I didn't do that. I didn't think about that, because I was talking about Broly. We should be fine, though. I believe we're under the HP threshold for this Vegito to transform. And then the other Vegito is still going to have their intro active when they come back. So we'll just probably Beast active to avoid transforming with Gogeta and healing. So provided that we don't like do anything wacky, right? Yeah, so I am going to pop this. Yeah, we might as well play it, right? It's his week. We might as well.
Vegeta! 1時間耐えてやる。俺はベジータとカカロットの合体ベジットだ。そしてこれがベジートブー。
Alright, now, my interesting theory, right? I don't have to use Tech UI's domain here. Because if we... Okay, this is my thought process, right? I would like a domain turn against Blue Gogeta, right? And I don't feel like I'm in enough danger to warrant going into the domain right now, right? I could do that, right? It would make our entire team tankier, but it's also going to make the enemy stronger. And if I do pop the domain, more than likely we'll get sent into the tech phase of Gogeta, and we're gonna still have base Vegito Blue. So I don't want to like go into base Vegito or have the Blues going up against a buffed tech Gogeta. That's my thought process right now. If you want to know why I didn't immediately transform with Tech UI. One, because base Tech UI really isn't that bad. He still has a 70% dodge. It's not going to affect anything. Two, I want to have a domain turn with against the big Gogeta, Blue Gogeta. And three, we're still going to have base Blue Goku and Vegeta next turn, and I don't want them going up against a type disadvantage. They're going to still have their guard active, but I don't want them to potentially miss a dodge and get smacked by that super attack from a buffed Tech Gogeta. That's my thought process, if you wanted an explanation of why I didn't do that. Yeah, I think that makes sense, because I think we should still be fine. If we don't kill here, because like if Vegito Blue doesn't kill, he has type advantage, and he's super effective with all types. And so I would assume he would, right? Especially after Tech UI goes. And then that is a rainbowed one, and I don't remember how many stacks they got. I know it's at least 3. Right, they've gotten at least 3 attack stacks. So it should be fine, right? 10, no, it's not amazing, but it's not that bad. He should be able to end this here. Next turn, we'll pop the Beast active, right? And then we'll leave Goku, Vegeta, and Gogeta on rotation. And our only issue when we come back to that turn, right, would be if Gogeta, if he gets smacked, right, by like a normal or something, by like the AoE. If he doesn't dodge, he'll probably take a lot of damage. But yeah, see, like this is the exact scenario that I was saying that I kind of want to avoid, was us going into this phase and not being able to hang. So I am gonna pop Beast. I'm not gonna make you guys watch Beast active, right? Because I did figure that we would kill. And now, the other thing is, right, will we be able to be below 50% HP is my other question. I do not know I think possibly. We could possibly be below 50% HP. It would depend on Bulma, I think. If Bulma gets... Okay, if Blue Gogeta smacks Bulma with an AoE post super attack, that's gonna hurt, like, really bad. Like, it's gonna hurt really bad. I don't have a calculator to do the damage test to see just how badly it would hurt, right? So I can't, like, I don't know how much it would do to them. Like, I really have no idea. I don't know if she would... actually, she probably would take about 300k, depending on how many orbs we get. It would really depend on how many orbs we get. I think we will have access to her active skill, but if we use her active skill, then these guys won't be able to fuse because it'll... Yeah, this is their 4th turn. And then on the next turn, it's going to be their 6th turn. So it won't be their 7th turn, so they won't be able to fuse from that condition. But they will be able to fuse from ourselves being below 77% HP. This is the kind of thing I don't like about Vegito Blue, right? I'm thinking 8 turns in advance because I have to completely hard focus on their conditions, which is really annoying. I just don't like doing that very much. Right? Not that I'm incapable, I just find it annoying, right? Where I could, like, I prefer focusing on the current rotation and then the next rotation than focusing on 5 rotations ahead of time. It's just a lot to think about and a lot that you could potentially go wrong with. Okay, well, I am gonna do this. I am gonna do this now. Remember that for Tech UI, he specifically has to do, I believe it's 5 attacks to build up his full dodge chance, right? So we are going to leave him in slot 1 to get those 2 attacks, and then potentially get another couple attacks. I do want to make sure I can get Bulma's... I want to get her support active, but I don't want to heal. Okay, that's good. So, both Vegito Blues and Gogeta Blue will all be buffed to, like, hell next turn, right? They're gonna be very, very good to go. Because not only do we have the domain buff active, but we're also going to have the Bulma support up as well. Alright. So that's 4 attacks. So I don't remember the exact number. I think he builds up, what, 20% dodge or something? Oh, he is going to get all 5. Okay, we're good. We're completely fine. That's a 15 million crit, by the way. Cool. So, here's the turn in question. Yeah, we're not below 50%. So we're not going to have the Vegito Blues full dodge. So let's do this. And what I will do is I will play the Gogeta active, because I really like the Gogeta active. Alright. So, couple big things to keep in mind. The Vegito Blue, before that AoE goes off, he will be massively debuffing the enemy Gogeta Blue. Right? It should be enough to make it so that if Gogeta were to get tagged by that AoE, it shouldn't insta-kill him. Okay, we're good. Right, we are good. Because remember that Vegito Blue, the 16, 17-ish million, that is with Bulma and with Tech UI's domain, with an offensive build, while having at least 3 or 4 stacks in, I believe what we got. I need you to do additional supers, buddy. Thank you. Right, so he's juiced to shit right now. Right? This is probably the best we're seeing at him. Again, this guy's Vegito Blue has full offensive equips. He has full attack and super attack boosts. So this is like the max we're possibly going to be seeing from this guy. Right? He has basically his best linking partner, juiced to absolute shit, and he's going to be debuffing the hell. I would have liked another super attack from you, buddy. Okay, the exact scenario we thought was going to happen. The debuffs did help Gogeta not take a bunch of damage from that AoE. Fantastic. Now Gogeta can do his 17 million attack stat. We actually stacked up quite a bit with him. Right, that probably also helped because we were able to sit with Gogeta for quite a while. Right, we didn't really have a reason to fuse, especially because if I did fuse early or transform early, we would have healed too much and we wouldn't have been able to transform with the other Vegito, who would get smacked to hell, provided he wasn't fused during this turn. So in all honesty, this is probably the best this possibly could have gone. The only way this can get messed up is if Gogeta didn't dodge, like, the super attack. So this is probably the best showing that we're probably going to get all week from this. And my Vegito is not doing nearly as much damage. Again, 55% defensive build instead of 100% offensive build. But we're kind of breezing, going completely fine. Okay. He's still gone. He's still gone. One more? No, he's not gonna get the finish. Gogeta didn't even super attack. That's another reason why this fight isn't even that bad. Like, again, I did rate this fight on the lower end of my fights. My fight tier list is like in the third tier, A tier fights or something like that. No, I think I had a B, right? Where it can be really hard and really painful to units that are bad, right? Vegito, I want to talk about this before we finish the fight off. Vegito specifically is tailored to be good in this fight. He has type advantage in 2 of the hardest phases of this fight, right? He has guard for the first couple phases so that he's able to stack, and he's able to attack debuff in this last phase while having type advantage. Right? He can be really good in here specifically, and the fact that it's long and Realm of Gods, it does play to his strengths. So I want to bring that up. That way it doesn't make it seem like I'm just going to slander him all week. I want to just say that now. That way it's out there. That I'm not just going to completely slander him. Yesterday I slandered the shit out of him, and that was for a great purpose. Right? Today, we don't have to do that because things went our way. They could have gone significantly not our way had Vegito not wanted to play nice. Things could have gotten worse, right? But things went probably the best they possibly could have here. I just want to make that clear, right? Not to downplay Vegito and not to, like, downplay the fight, right? Because I do think the fight is still a little hard. It's not that hard anymore, especially with Tech UI, Beast, HL UI, that kind of thing. But just want to point it out there. Things could have gone a lot worse, but they went really, really well. And this fight is one that does work well to Vegito's strengths. So anyway, that's it for today. Later tonight, we should be seeing Broly and the Super Saiyans live. I have, like, no stones to summon for, so maybe I'll stream, maybe I won't. Who knows? But that's it for today for Vegito Blue. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.